All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out on the ocean. Got Eric behind me. You'll see him in a second. We're gonna pug around like the 10 to 15 mile range, just look for some beat fish. All right, we just pulled up on our first spot. I'm gonna drop this jig down. This is a classic one. It's called a DD. We're cruising over to our spot. We wanted a fish that had some good bottom and just saw some life as we're getting pretty close to it. So let's see what happens.
My drag is messed up on this reel.
Got something pretty good here.
Bluefish.
Bluefish? That's what I got too, I think. No, bluefish also.
Huh.
Not quite what we thought we'd bump into. You want them in the cooler or?
You can throw them right in there. It'll be all right.
In here?
Yeah, it's cold enough in there.
Cool. I think we found a lot of bluefish, guys. Better or for worse.
Nailed immediately. Real small.
Small.
Here's my gag.
This is a rock there. I got something a little better.
Work, dude.
13, right? He should make that, no problem. Put the little jig away. Getting my meat on. See sharks? See some sharks?
Yeah.
Dang.
He's close.
Close. Definitely close. Eric's got himself his first grouper. We'll grab a couple of these bluefish chunks off you. Oh, nice sharp bait knife. That's the sharpest bait knife in the world right there. Those fish might be in an off mood because on the jig, because there are a couple sharks around, so. Grunt, I guess. Big black sea bass. Grunt.
Oh, nice grunt, man. Grunt. This he's 15.
Nice. Sweet.
Got a
Yep.
first keeper, black sea bass in life. Pulled us a grunt.
These are white grunts. They really are one of our better near the beach table fares. Kind of a cool fish. I think we found the spot where we're gonna get a couple fish for dinner. Maybe lucky we'll see a grouper that's of legal size. Pretty sure I lost a red snapper on the jig before switching over to the chunk now. So let's see what happens with the chunk.
Another goodie?
Another grunt, probably. All right, grunts him. Look like a barracuda.
No, something small.
Sea bass. Almost
Nice
a key
bass.
See a shark. Follow them. That's a nice one right there. All right, we're starting to get invaded by sharks right now. It seems like it's nice while it lasted. Please don't be another shark. Doesn't feel like a shark.
See that?
Might be a keeper. It's gonna be close. That's why I don't want to leave necessarily. You might be able to get a couple bites on the jigs too. Seems like we attracted a few fish next to the boat at least. Where's your board? All right, minimum size is 13 in North Carolina. So it looks like it's about 14. Yeah, 14 and a half.
Sweet.
Getting a couple fish here. We definitely have a spot with fish. We know that. All right, so the rig I got on here,
Oh, sorry.
we're good. Yeah, pyramid sinker's kind of embarrassing, but the structure's not that bad. Got 2 chunks of bluefish. This is 50-pound leader. Circle hooks. Just kind of dropping it down to the bottom. Waiting for a good hit. I try not to set on anything that feels small. Eric got 2 grouper before, so there should be a few of those around. Those sharks are down there though.
Well, we found good fish.
Maybe not.
Yeah, he's swimming around.
I don't know how loose my drag is. That's the only thing. I literally dropped right down and he hit before I even got to the bottom.
He's swimming in big circles.
That's doing that big stuff though. I don't like that.
I don't see it yet.
Oh, he came off. Either way. The shark.
Shark, because it busted the hook.
Yep, for sure. All right, made a move to about 80 feet of water. We had some good life there. I got like 2-3 grunts, keep a black sea bass. Eric got 2 short grouper. We got kind of covered up in sharks, and then after the sharks left, nothing came back to the area. So pushed out a little further off the beach, some other bottom now. I'm going to start with the lures. I'm sure Eric's going to start with the bait, kind of how we did it on the last spot. See what does what. I'm going to start with a paddle tail. Just lube it up with some of this Procure. Sea bass and all those critters like that stuff.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of bait down there. Never good. I'm taking us off the drift. Or taking us off the spot lock.
Shouldn't have too many problems drifting this. No bites down there? Wow. It was all bait down there.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton of bait.
Every time, huh? All right, there's life out there ahead of us, apparently. Dropped them. I don't know if that was just what that was though. It didn't feel like a lizard fish.
Wind switching directions.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't go right to hard south. There we go. Yes, sir. On paddle tail. I think it's a sea bass. Big one. We'll see what it is. Triggerfish? Did I get a triggerfish on a paddle tail, guys? I did. Oh my gosh, it's a giant. Oh, that's who's eating my jigs. We gotta look what he did. He's like they're chewing on him.
Oh, okay.
Might have to switch to something a little triggery. Pretty good triggerfish just smacked my paddle tail. I'm guessing that's what's down there then. These guys are phenomenal to eat, so pretty cool. All right, next spot here, guys. Got one triggerfish there. I had another triggerfish bite. I think we saw an amberjack out there too. But let's see what's over here. I think we got a little more structure in this zone. All right, try the cut bait.
Got those scissors handy?
Should. Yep.
I got a pair right here.
Hang on. Yeah, I'm getting work here. Hang on. Also got my own grunt and run. Here we go. I think this is a grunt. Might be a red snapper.
You got one?
Might. Gonna find out. Big grunt right there, fellas. No, I'm kind of pooped, honestly. I'm like, right. I'm gonna drop one more bait down here, and then
worst part is the fucking cleaning the boat.
Yeah.
And the fish. We got a lot of fish.
Got him.
Oh.
This is a shark.
Definitely not.
I don't think so. I don't know these days. That's not a shark right there. That's all I needed to feel. I don't know. Gonna find out though. Supposedly the guys say you can put as much weight as you want on these jigging world rods. That's starting to look like a shark to me though. So those?
Yeah.
It's starting to.
I feel like he would have snapped pretty well by now. You're putting a lot of pressure on him.
I feel like grouper come right up now. Unless this is a real big grouper. I don't think a shark does that. A grouper does this. Kind of give up after right about here.
I'm still hopeful.
Huh?
I'm still hopeful.
It's coming up pretty easy. Snapper gets that.
Still nothing, man.
He's under the boat. He's not gonna like the boat. There he is. Right here. Oh!
You big enough, you think?
He's gonna be real close. You have a net for him?
Got a net, yeah.
I'm gonna go with he's probably a keeper. Got to be what, 36 to the fork? It's gonna be real close.
Yeah, I'd almost rather you give him a little drag.
Yeah, I want to. I think that's
Nice
keeper.
one.
I think that's a keeper too. Oh, that's all right. Oh.
Dude, that's awesome.
The whole fight, I thought this thing was a shark.
Man, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's got to be 30.
Incredible.
That's got to be 36 inches.
I think so too.
They freeze well, so we could split him up, no problem.
36-inch board.
It's got to be to the fork. I know that part.
Get a picture, man. First cobia in the boat.
Yeah, that's definitely no issue. Over 36. So sometimes you get surprised pleasantly. The whole time I thought this was a shark. It was twirling, you know, after I set the hook into it. But that's my first keeper cobia of 2022. It's been a great year for me and cobia, right? Not something I get a whole lot of chances to get on the kayak, but I ate a chunk of just a finger mullet, so pretty cool. No, not a giant, but a good one. Sure seems like you got to kind of fish like a Guggen to catch a cobia, and well, this is how I got mine with mullet, pair of frozen mullet from September, and obviously a pyramid sinker because I ran out of bank sinkers. The least forgiving structure sinker that we have.
Not to mention you tied it when we were running 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was tying it while we were running 20 miles an hour. So, well, 40-pound leader, barrel swivel to the braid. I'm using that Akuma Komodo. This is a great little reel for the salt. I don't know if it gets advertised as for the salt a whole lot. A lot of guys like the tranks, but I put a lot more pressure than I would have if I knew that was a cobia on that fish, especially at the beginning, thinking it was a shark. All right, wind's starting to kick up and it's getting kind of late. It was a very strange day. Most spots did not give up more than 2 or 3 fish of desirable species, or etc., etc. That cobia was not, I didn't think, did not think that's what we were gonna see doing this, but yeah, drifting along, we're dropping finger mullet still and got kind of quiet. So wind's starting to kick up. We got a little bit of a ride back to the dock. Check out Eric's channel. I don't know if he'll have a video for today, but he does post quite a few videos frequently. I'll put a link in the video's description, and I'll put a link in the video's description to all the gear. So yeah, I definitely didn't prepare properly for today, but when you don't go off the beach too much, you kind of don't know what to do. So, you know, a lot of times I just kind of want to drop a jig down and see what happens. That didn't produce a whole lot. So it was kind of a mixture of dropping bait down, etc. Eric got himself 2 red snapper, a bunch of grunts, black sea bass as well. Seemed like using bait today was the way. Those fish were not in a bite a lure kind of mood. Even the grunts really weren't too into the lures today. So just live and learn. Started with bluefish and ended on frozen finger mullet. So next time we know. I think we spent too much time in areas where we're catching kind of inshore fish, but you know, that we sometimes catch you know, grunts and good-sized black sea bass. And it was just kind of like lizardfish and bluefish, just the wrong stuff to be catching. Check the video's description link for everything we used. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next video.